When people hear the term heart failure, many think it's sort of a heart attack or the heart suddenly stopping. But in reality, chronic heart failure means that the heart muscle has become weak. It can no longer pump enough blood to nourish the body. That means every cell in your body, from your brain and kidneys to your skin, is receiving less oxygen than it needs. You may start to notice small but significant warning signs. Climbing stairs feels harder than before. Your ankles swell slightly in the evening. A persistent cough with no clear reason. Unusual fatigue, poor sleep, or a rapid heartbeat. Many patients say, "I thought it was just aging." But the truth is, your heart doesn't just get old. It gets weaker because of years of unhealthy habits. The main risk factors for heart failure after age 50 include uncontrolled high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, or high cholesterol, chronic stress, poor sleep, and physical inactivity, a diet high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Comment below. Have you or someone you love ever experienced shortness of breath, swelling in the legs, or unusual fatigue during activity? Share your experience. It might help others understand what's really happening inside. 5 golden habits to keep your heart from ever burning out. 1. Eat the Mediterranean way. The secret to a healthy heart and sharp mind. After age 50, what you eat each day is either medicine or poison for your heart. The Mediterranean diet, proven over more than 50 years of research by Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and the American Heart Association, AHA, remains the most heart-healthy way of eating known today. It focuses on leafy vegetables, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, fresh fruits, extra virgin olive oil, nuts, and whole grains. These foods are rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and polyphenols, all of which help reduce inflammation, lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and protect arteries from plaque buildup. In contrast, red meat, fried foods, pastries, sodas, and processed snacks are loaded with saturated fats, sodium, and refined sugar, the silent poisons that weaken your heart every single day. In fact, many Americans with chronic heart issues have seen dramatic improvements, lower cholesterol, better blood pressure, and renewed energy within just 6 months of switching to this way of eating. Let food be your medicine, not the reason you need medicine. 2. Cut the salt. 1 less teaspoon could save your heart. Salt seems small, but it's one of the biggest culprits behind high blood pressure and heart failure. When your body absorbs too much sodium, it retains water, increasing blood volume and forcing your heart to work harder. According to the AHA, adults over 50 should consume no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. That's roughly 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Here's the problem. 80% of your sodium doesn't come from the salt shaker. It comes from packaged foods like canned soups, cheese, sausages, bread, soy sauce, and bottled dressings. Make it a habit to read labels. Look for low sodium or no added salt options. Enhance flavor with lemon, garlic, pepper, herbs, or apple cider vinegar instead. Reducing sodium doesn't just lower blood pressure, it helps reduce swelling, improve breathing, and enhance sleep quality. Your heart will literally start to breathe easier within just a few weeks of eating less salt, a powerful sign of recovery. Move smart, 30 minutes a day to rejuvenate your heart. Many people over 50 believe that exercise is exhausting or risky. But the truth is, movement is the most powerful medicine to reverse heart failure. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, if you don't use it, it weakens. A landmark study from the Cleveland Clinic found that just 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week can reduce heart failure risk by up to 40%. You don't need a gym membership or fancy routines, just steady, moderate movement. Choose activities that fit your body: walking, cycling, swimming, or gentle stretching. What matters most is consistency. Overexertion can strain your heart, but inactivity weakens it even faster. Listen to your body. If you're short of breath or feel chest tightness, stop, rest, and talk to your doctor. With regular movement, your blood vessels relax, blood pressure stabilizes, your heart rate becomes more efficient, and your mood improves. Movement is life, especially for your heart. 4. Manage weight. Lose 10 pounds, gain years of heart health. Every extra pound of fat forces your heart to pump blood through hundreds of additional miles of tiny blood vessels. Overweight individuals are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop heart failure than those with a normal BMI. The good news? Losing just 5 to 10% of your body weight can dramatically ease the heart's workload, improve blood pressure, and stabilize blood sugar. Forget crash diets. Focus on sustainable habits. Eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and stop when you're 80% full. Cut down on fried food, sugary drinks, and alcohol. Stay hydrated, about 1.52 liters per day. Sleep well. Hormones like leptin and ghrelin regulate appetite overnight. When you lose weight gradually, you'll find yourself breathing easier, sleeping better, and waking up with more energy. A vitality many people thought they'd lost forever. Sleep and stress control. The most overlooked heart protectors, your heart, never rests. But your brain and nervous system need time to recover. Chronic sleep deprivation and ongoing stress raise cortisol levels, which constrict blood vessels, increase blood pressure, and double your heart's workload. A 2023 Harvard study found that adults sleeping less than 6 hours a night have a 35% higher risk of heart failure. Here's what you can do. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Same bedtime and wake time daily. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Meditate or listen to calming music before bed. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale 4s, hold 7s, exhale 8s. When you sleep well, your heart finally gets its night shift off. Your pulse slows, blood pressure drops naturally, and your body resets. Sleep is the most powerful free medicine you've been ignoring. 6. Stay hydrated. Water is the heart's quiet fuel. Most people over 50 underestimate how crucial hydration is for heart health. Your heart pumps about 2,000 gallons of blood per day, and even mild dehydration makes that job harder. When your body lacks water, your blood thickens, your heart rate increases, and your blood pressure may rise, a dangerous combination for anyone with a fragile heart. Aim for about 1.5 to 2 liters, 6 to 8 cups, of water a day, unless your doctor recommends otherwise. If you have heart failure, your physician might set a personalized limit, so follow that carefully. Drink steadily throughout the day, not all at once. Limit caffeine and alcohol, as both dehydrate your body. A good rule of thumb: if your urine is pale yellow, your hydration is right on track. Proper hydration helps maintain blood volume, stabilize heart rhythm, improve kidney function, and even reduce fatigue. Think of water as the simplest, cheapest heart medicine you can give yourself every day. 7. Keep your mind active. Training the brain helps the heart. Science has now confirmed a powerful link between mental activity and cardiovascular health. When you challenge your brain through reading, puzzles, music, or learning new skills, your body releases chemicals that improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. A sharp mind keeps your nervous system balanced, which in turn keeps your heart rate and blood pressure stable. Older adults who engage in regular cognitive activity are less likely to develop hypertension and coronary artery disease, according to data from the American Journal of Geriatric Cardiology. Here's how you can strengthen both brain and heart. Learn a new language or instrument. Read or listen to educational podcasts daily. Join a community class or discussion group. Staying mentally engaged gives your life rhythm, focus, and joy. 3 things your heart thrives on. A heart that beats for purpose lasts longer than a heart that beats in boredom. 8. Regular checkups. Detect the invisible before it becomes dangerous after 50. Prevention isn't just about lifestyle. It's about routine medical monitoring. Heart disease often develops silently with no symptoms until it's advanced. That's why annual checkups and cardiac screenings are non-negotiable. At least once a year, ask your doctor for blood pressure and cholesterol panels, blood sugar, A1C testing, echocardiogram or stress test if you have symptoms, thyroid and kidney function tests, both affect heart rhythm. Catching a problem early can literally add years to your life. For example, treating high blood pressure early can reduce your risk of heart failure by over 50%. Prevention is not fear, it's power. The strongest patients I know aren't the ones who never get sick, but the ones who get checked before trouble starts. Managing and recovering from heart failure, the gold standard of American cardiology. 1. Know your heart numbers. Data is the mirror of your health. After being diagnosed with heart failure, many people feel lost. The first step toward recovery is understanding your own condition. The 3 key indicators every patient should know. Ejection fraction, F, the percentage of blood your heart pumps each beat. Under 40% means the heart is weak and needs active treatment. BNP or NT proBNP. A blood test showing how strained your heart muscle is. The higher the number, the harder your heart is working. Blood pressure and heart rate. Track them daily to detect early changes. Understanding these numbers helps your doctor fine-tune your medications and allows you to take control of your recovery, not just rely on prescriptions. 2. Stick to your medications. Don't let feeling better fool you. One of the most common causes of relapse is stopping medication once you feel better. Heart failure drugs do more than relieve symptoms. They help the heart heal and rebuild. Key medication groups include ACE inhibitors. ARBs relax blood vessels and reduce heart strain. Beta blockers slow the heart rate and let it rest between beats. SGLT2 inhibitors lower blood sugar, promote mild diuresis, and have been proven to increase survival rates. Taking your meds consistently and on time can cut hospitalization risk by up to 50%. If side effects occur, don't stop. Talk to your doctor. Most issues can be managed safely. 3. Monitor weight and symptoms. Catch the warning signs early. A sudden 1 to 2 kg weight gain in just a few days isn't overeating. It's fluid retention from a struggling heart. When the heart can't pump efficiently, the body retains water, causing swollen legs, bloating, or shortness of breath. Weigh yourself every morning after using the restroom and note any change. If your weight jumps by more than 2 kilograms in a day or 5 kilograms in a week, contact your doctor immediately. This simple habit can prevent severe complications, reduce hospitalization, and save healthcare costs, and possibly your life. 4. Join a cardiac rehabilitation program. This is the golden step for reclaiming your life after heart failure. Cardiac rehab combines supervised exercise, nutrition education, medical monitoring, and emotional support. According to Mayo Clinic research, patients who join rehab programs have a 47% higher 5-year survival rate than those who rely on medication alone. You'll learn to move safely, breathe correctly, eat wisely, and manage stress. Most importantly, you'll regain confidence, the belief that your heart can heal and become stronger again. 5. Balance nutrition with medication. The synergy that heals medication alone can stabilize heart failure, but nutrition determines how fast you recover. The American College of Cardiology emphasizes a dual approach: food plus pharmacology. For example, potassium-rich foods like bananas, spinach, avocados support normal rhythm but should be balanced if you're on diuretics. Omega-3 fats from fish reduce inflammation and improve heart cell repair. Plant proteins, beans, tofu, lentils, lighten the metabolic load compared to red meat. Avoid processed foods, trans fats, and high-sugar snacks that interfere with medication absorption. If you're on anticoagulants like warfarin, maintain consistent vitamin K intake from leafy greens to avoid dangerous fluctuations. The goal isn't to eat less, it's to eat smarter, aligning your diet with your treatment so your heart can truly rebuild itself from the inside out. 6. Manage other chronic conditions. Because the heart never works alone, heart failure rarely travels alone. It's often linked with diabetes, kidney disease, thyroid imbalance, or chronic lung issues, and each one can silently worsen your heart condition. For example, poorly controlled diabetes damages blood vessels and accelerates heart failure. Kidney dysfunction causes fluid retention, overloading the heart. Sleep apnea, common in older adults, deprives the heart of oxygen night after night. Managing these conditions is just as important as taking heart medicine itself. Regular screenings, medication adjustments, and communication between your specialists are crucial. A strong heart depends on teamwork between your organs, your doctors, and you. 7. Build emotional resilience, the hidden strength of recovery. Healing. The heart isn't only physical, it's deeply emotional. Studies show that patients who maintain a hopeful outlook recover faster, have better medication adherence, and experience fewer readmissions. Simple practices can rewire your emotional response to illness. Write down one thing you're grateful for each morning. Practice gentle mindfulness or prayer. Join a cardiac support group. Connecting with others facing the same journey reduces fear and isolation. Replace the phrase, "I'm sick," with "I'm healing." Your heart listens to the words you repeat. When you speak kindly to yourself, your parasympathetic nervous system calms, lowering stress hormones and easing your heartbeat. Emotional resilience doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means believing your story isn't over. Your best chapters can still be ahead. The mind-heart connection. Stress can hurt your heart faster than cigarettes. Stress isn't just an emotion. It's a biological chain reaction that damages the heart. When you're anxious, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones constrict blood vessels, increase heart rate, and spike blood pressure, forcing the heart to work twice as hard. If this happens daily, the heart weakens, arteries stiffen, and heart failure becomes inevitable. Harvard and Mayo Clinic studies show adults over 50 who suffer from loneliness, depression, or chronic stress have a 30 to 40% higher risk of heart disease. On the other hand, maintaining positive social connections, laughter, and faith dramatically lowers that risk. Here's how to protect your heart emotionally. Avoid negative news and toxic conversations. Practice emotional detox. Write down your worries, then tear or burn the note. Call or meet friends at least twice a week. Spend time on hobbies that calm you: music, painting, gardening, or walking your dog. Comment yes if you've ever felt your heart race because of stress. I'll teach you a 2-minute heart-calming technique in the next video. Living strong with a weak heart, the long game of recovery. Chronic heart disease doesn't mean your life is over. I've met patients in their 70s who still walk, practice yoga, even travel across the US, because they've learned that a weak heart doesn't mean a weak life. They follow what I call the 4R formula. Recognize. Listen to your body. If you feel shortness of breath, leg swelling, or fatigue, act early. Routine. Eat smart, sleep well, move moderately, and take your medication consistently. Reassess. Visit your cardiologist every 3 to 6 months. Do follow-up tests and adjust treatment as needed. Reconnect. Keep your mind and heart open. People with purpose and social ties live longer and feel stronger. Find small joys each day. Cooking, painting, calling a loved one. A weakened heart isn't an ending, it's a reminder to love yourself more deeply. Your heart isn't just a pump. It's memory, emotion, and the home of everything you've ever cared about. I've met hundreds of patients who once believed that heart failure was the end. But after just a few months of lifestyle changes, they were walking with their grandchildren, cooking again, or simply breathing deeply, without fear. That taught me something. The heart doesn't truly fail. It just needs another chance to heal. Heart health isn't measured by how many pills you take, but by how you live. The food you choose, the sleep you protect, and the smiles you share. If you're 50, 60, or 70, remember this. Every heartbeat you feel today is a gift, and you can make it stronger, steadier, and more joyful, no matter your age.